All right, in this video, guys, we are going to learn about how to add up an arithmetic sequence, okay, for a given number of terms. And so our problem that we're going to start with here is add up all the odd integers between 1 and 300. So what am I asking you to do there? I'm asking you to go 1 plus 3 plus 5, right, plus 7, right? It's going to go all the way on every odd number. So dot, 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 right? And then we're going to get to 297. And our last number that we're going to be adding up is 299. That's the last odd number. All right. So we could sit there with the calculator, right, and type in all those numbers to get that answer, but that's going to be extremely tedious. There's 150 numbers there. I don't want to type in 150 numbers into my calculator. All right. So is there an easier way to add that up? And there are a couple easy ways to do that. We're going to skip those right now because that's in the discussion board for the week. But we're just going to go right to a formula. I'm going to give you guys a formula to add up, okay, an arithmetic sequence for a given number of terms, okay? And we actually call this, the vocabulary word is series. Once we add up a sequence, it is called a series. All right, so to add up, we're going to use S for sum, all right, to add up a series for an n number of terms. It's going to be a very simple formula, I think, all right. So we got lots of letters in it though, so we got to figure out what all these letters mean. All right, so we're going to take n and we're going to multiply it by f of 1 plus f of n. And then we're going to divide all that by 2. All right, and this is our formula. So what do these things, what do these mean? Okay, so n is the number of terms we're adding up. So in this problem, how many numbers are we adding up? How many odd integers are there between 1 and 300? Okay. F of 1 stands for the first term. Right? This is notation we've been using now for a couple of weeks. Right? So the first term in this series of numbers is what? And then f of n, okay, is going to stand for the last term in the sequence, okay, or the last one that we're adding up, right? It matches this number, okay? So whatever this number was, it's f of that number, all right? And so in this problem, okay, it's the last number, okay? So we want to be able to now plug all these in and then just simplify, all right? So what we're really doing here is we're finding the sum of the first 150 terms. Okay, so that's denoting how many things we're adding up. So n is 150 in this problem. So I plug in 150 into n. My first term is 1. My last term, my 150th term, is 299. And then I divide that all by 2. All right, so I'm going to follow my order of operations. Okay, and so the sum of the first 150 terms is going to be 150 times 300 all divided by 2. All right, and so now I mean, order of operations really doesn't matter. I could simplify first here. Okay, I can multiply, then simplify. Whatever I want to do. If I like making numbers small, so I'm going to simplify. 2 goes into 150, 75 times. All right, and so I'm going to have to get my calculator at this point. Okay, 75 times 300, and that'll be my answer. So I know that 75 times 3 is 225. So my answer will be 22,500.